What is up, bros? With Josh here. Today's video is a keeping you up to date video. There has been lots going on in World of Warships, lots of new posts, both on the main website as well as the dev blog. So I thought I'd talk about them all and keep you up to date with the game. Even this past weekend, I was in Vancouver, Canada for the LTX DreamHack event, which was a lot of fun. Got to go on the main stage, play with Linus Tech Tips as well as Jay's 2 cents, as well as Virtual Senpai. Of course, Fem was there, so that was a lot of fun. Hope you guys checked that out. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. But even when we were there were a few updates, so I want to keep you guys. We touched on a couple of these in the last keeping you up to date video, but I just kind of want to touch on them a bit more and get some actual feedback from you guys in this video. Normally, it's just me spouting out what all is going on, but I kind of want to get some feedback with you guys, mainly on this super overlapping of game modes we're about to see come 8.7, and I'll get to that in just a second. But 8.6, obviously we're fully going into that right now. We're all playing into 8.6, and obviously it's the French DD campaign, lots of directives to do. We are currently on the third stage of the directives, which is the credit grind. So if you need credits, it's actually not a bad one. Kind of gets you out there farming credits. And once you get into the fourth, obviously, it's the base XP version, and we will then start seeing some Siroccos, the tier 5 French destroyer, which is actually kind of a fun one. I'll put a link down below to my video on the most recent version of it, and you can check that out. But this is the Snowflake event, if you haven't really done it. Basically, what you get is snowflakes, as we saw in the kind of the Christmas time campaign, where if you get a win in each ship, you could then get points depending on the tier. If they're low tiers, you get coal. Higher tiers, you get these other points, Republic tokens, and then you can purchase certain things with a chance of getting some containers, some coal, some even doubloons, as well as the early access to some of these destroyers. The Jaguar, I'm going to slaughter these names. Let's just say the tier 5 to the tier 8 French DDs get that early access, basically. Once 8.7 hits, you'll get the access to the entire tree besides the tier 10, and then you should be good to go there. And then once 8.8, you get you can start working towards the Kleber. So we're on the third one right now, and these are the modes you can pick. So you get enough of these Republic tokens, you get some coal, get some credits, get some cool flags and whatnot, and then you can then get 1,000 dubs total and have a chance for the Mogador, or if you want to drop some dubs to try to get the tier 9, you can. I don't really recommend it. It's a tech tree ship. I mean, if you want to maybe throw a couple at it, you can, but to me, you're gonna eventually get the ship anyway. Just go and get that. A couple things though. Clan battles are underway, and this is one thing I kind of want to get your guys' thoughts on. This is the 6th season of clan battles, and the format has been something we haven't seen in a while. Actually, it's been a long time since it's been like this. It's been even, I think, team battles back in the day when it was still considered team battles, I think was maybe this format, but it's 6v6 tier 8. Now, what do you guys think about this? Do you like? I've heard some different sets of feedback here. One, I've heard from more of the casual players that they are enjoying this much more. It's more casual. It may sound crazy. Getting 6 people together is much easier than getting 7 people together, as crazy as that sounds. But it's tier 8. It's a lot of people saying it's less hardcore, more fun. However, from the people who are normally playing, let's say like the higher tier clans, are saying it's kind of a tad boring. There's less strategy. It's more of just like, just do whatever, and so it's way less serious. So we're getting kind of mixed feedback here. I'm interested in what you guys think. Put a comment down below. Do you like the more casual play style of 6v6 tier 8? Do you miss the more, I would say, quote-unquote competitive or hardcore, if you want to call it that? I feel like those words are kind of weird. 7v7 tier 10. I think it's a nice breath of fresh air for them to mix in something that's not tier 10. I mean, for, I don't know, months and months and months, I've been talking about how just tier 10, probably over a year at least, how everything has just been so focused on tier 10 gameplay, tier 10 maps, tier 10 ships, everything's been tier 10. So it's nice to see something different for clan battles, 6v6, tier 8. Now, obviously, the rewards are much lower for steel. There's less steel you can get overall. Again, you can pick the time slots that work for you, which I kind of like this. Leagues are the same. All this kind of stuff is the same. You can get less steel, so up to 80, almost just under 9,000, not including clan battle bonus, where you can get 11,000 with the normal season. So that's kind of normal. Obviously, the clan treasuries are still the same. So basically it's all the same. Less steel, but you can still get plenty by playing through. But my main feedback is, what do you guys think of the tier 8? Now, I talked about this on stream. Talk about a lot of this stuff on stream when it first comes out. Twitch.tv/mejash. Come check us out. And I would like to see, now we're seeing this, and we'll get to it in just a second, but we're starting to see a lot of these modes back to back to back to back to back. And what would you guys think about something more like a clan battle sprint? Now we have the clan brawl, which is its own thing. So we have clan brawl, clan battles, rank sprint, and we're getting multiple of those back to back. I mean, it's kind of an interesting time right now. Hashtag maybe some burnout here as well for everyone. But what would you guys think of clan and completely removing clan brawl, in my opinion? But what do you guys think about like a clan battle sprint where it was, let's say, a week or 2 weeks, where they would keep clan battles at tier 10. Maybe they're a bit more spread out from when the seasons actually go, but you fill in the clan battle sprint, which maybe lasts for 2 weeks. Smaller teams, different tiers, kind of just more fun. They still offer steel, but less. How would you guys think about that? Maybe it's a little bit easier to get up into the ranks, easier to get into Typhoon. Maybe they cut down from Storm 1, 2, 3 to maybe just Storm 1 and 2, or just maybe make it one level. I don't know. But what do you guys think about something more like that? A more condensed version, just like Rank Sprint. It's way less serious, but you still have rank battles being rank battles. You can play with dibs and Rank Sprint. It's just a kind of a more fun mode where you go out there. It's optional, but you can do it in one day. What would you guys think about something more like that for Ranked Sprint, or for Clan Battle Sprint, if they did something like that? Maybe it's 5v5 or 6v6 or whatever, but they can mess around with all different kinds of tiers. It's only 2 weeks, so if you play it, you play it. If not, you don't really miss out on too much. And then they still leave the clan battles, at the more quote-unquote competitive tiers, and tier 10 have it be more serious and that kind of stuff. I'd be interested to see your guys' feedback on that. But yes, rank battles or clan battles are going on, and in just a couple days, well, actually tomorrow as the recording of this video, Ranked Battle Season 13 hits. Now, one of the things I really want to talk about in this video is this is the first time we're really seeing an overlap for these, and it's interesting to me because we'll also get into another game mode in the next post really quick that's also going to be going on at the same time. This is the first time we've ever seen ranked battles and clan battles overlapping, and I feel like this isn't really a good thing. I don't know what it really achieves other than just straight up giving people that don't play clan battles just something more to do at a more rapid pace. And I've been getting more. I like the options. This is another thing I'm seeing a lot of mixed feedback from. I like having options of game modes. It's too much. It's burnout. It's burning me out. It's during the summer still. It's too much to do right now. I'm gonna miss out on things. And we just got done with like another ranked season, and then we had ranked sprint. Now we have this. I feel like I'm a fan of having options, but I feel like this is maybe a tad too much going on at the same time, and I don't really see the upside of wargaming pumping ranked battles in right away again, because it kind of fractures your player base, because people are going to be playing ranked battles and they're not going to be playing clan battles, or going to be playing clan battles and not ranked battles. It doesn't seem very healthy for me to kind of fracture your player base like that. Also, there's going to be more and more people coming out of random battles, so will that affect random battles? I don't know. But it is going to be tier 9. Now, I'm excited for ranked battles. I like ranked battles surprisingly much more than clan battles. I like being able to go in there and play it. We play all these live on our Twitch channel. And that starts in August 8th, so tomorrow. So we have... so even on one of the clan battle days, one of the clan battle nights, ranked battles are going to be coming out. So how about that? So that'll be kind of interesting. And again, it's going to be kind of the same. They've compressed it a little bit because it used to go up to rank 23. Now it's going to go start at rank 18, and you still get the extra points, but the 10-1 is still going to be the normal grind. It is, however, 6v6 normal setup, and it will be tier 9. Now, I did just do a video on my recommendations. I'll put a link down below for that. My recommendations for the best ships for the upcoming rank season. You can check that out. Then we'll also get the Crash Zone Alpha is one of the new ones. I'm surprised they aren't putting one of the other new maps on here as well. Greece, I believe. So I'm surprised they're not doing that. I thought that was actually a pretty fun map. But we're going to see some tried and true maps we've seen forever. Northern Lights. Shards is kind of still a weird one. We played a lot of that. Sleeping Giant, we've played that a billion times. But I'm happy to see Trident. I really enjoy Trident. Crash Zone Alpha might be kind of fun, still learning it, but still lots of steel, 5,500 for rank battles, as well as the balloons and all the rank tokens and all that kind of good stuff. Going into 8.7, which really isn't that far away, just a few more weeks, and it'll be the second part of the French arc, which will then bring in the upcoming captain. This captain is going to be amazing. Has the more potential damage you take, the faster you go. You get caps. You can fight. I mean, it's kind of nutty how much how good this captain is going to be, both for the French DDs as well as the French battleships as well as the French cruisers. It's going to be a good all-around captain. This guy is going to be absolutely nuts. But then we have rank sprint. So there will be an overlap of clan battles, rank battles, and rank sprint all going on at the exact same time. So if we go back August 3rd to September, or August 8th to September 3rd, look at clan battles. We scroll up to clan battles. Clan battles will be going to July to August 14th. So those will be going on throughout the same time, as well as the ranked sprint will be happening. It's like, holy, like, this is almost too much. Like, what's... Oh, this is the that's the wrong date. Sorry. The overall dates, if I can find them right here. I'm looking at just the captain respec. But regardless, the times are going to be going out through the. Is it too much? Is there too? You guys get my point. But is it just way too much that happening? We're gonna have clan battles, rank battles, and rank sprint. Now, it won't be overlap for too long, but there's still going to be 3 game modes going on top of the directives, which you'll be able to do in these game modes, which is kind of nice. Is it too much? That's what I'm really interested in. This is the first time we've seen rank battles and clan battles being overlap. Now we're also seeing rank sprint. Now, obviously, rank sprint is very casual. The rewards are pretty minimal, but it's still very fun. It's goofy. You can go out there, play with your friend, finish it in a night if you want. But is it too much? And my whole thing is, what's after? Do we have a little bit of a break where there's nothing to do? Do we then go right back into another rank season or another clan battle season? That was kind of the nice thing, right? Is you would go clan battles, then rank battles, and then you'd get like maybe a little bit of a gap of an event, and then clan battles, and then rank battles, and then maybe an event. And now we're getting clan battles, rank sprint, event all at the same time. So my question is it too much going on at one time? What's going to follow? And is this the pattern we're going to see forever? Because 1, you're going to be splitting up your player base a lot. 2, people just won't have the time to do it. And 3, the people that do have the time, it's just going to be pure burnout. I'm interested in seeing what the pattern is. Like, what's the 6 month? What's the year look like for this kind of stuff? There's gonna be lots and lots of stuff going on. Also, 8.7 will bring lots of good changes. There's lots of game improvements, lots of AA sector changes, which I'll also put a link down below. AA is continuing to go through a big rework. I'm not going to dive too much into it in this video. It's almost a video all on itself, but there will be we've seen a lot of AA changes over time, and that will be something that will be pretty I would say fluid for a while until they kind of fix it, and then we'll probably see some kind of change for CVs and AAs and buffs and nerfs and stuff like that. This is definitely going to be one that will take probably a few updates to kind of finalize for all of that. Yeah, lots of different stuff. Matchmaking changes is going to go into where there's a max of getting bottom tiered, so this might be kind of nice, although I do feel like people might not notice this as much as they think they will. Everyone talks about, man, I've gotten bottom tier every time I play tier 8s. It's not really every time, so they're kind of making this change. However, I feel like people won't really feel like it's doing anything because of it's just kind of people remember the time that they are being bottom tiered. We'll see how this works though. Maybe it is going to be noticeable. I don't know. I don't think it'll be noticeable too much. Research Bureau, or the NTC, is now nicknamed or renamed the Research Bureau, and they've kind of released some information. So we got a couple of these, like the Shinonome, which is part of another campaign is going to be part of it. They're adding in some new stuff, so some premium time. So this is going to be something that's kind of cool, especially if you are like a free-to-play player. You're going to have these seasons. Now, when we get more information on this, I'll probably do an entire video on this as well, on the updated stuff. Again, still all work in progress, but could be a way to get some free stuff, some free premium time if you want to stay totally free to play. Lots of credits. I feel like these are probably not the actual values and probably are just placeholders right now, because 50 of the currency for 3 days of premium and 1,000 for 160,000 credits, probably not the same thing. But still, there's going to be some stuff here. So I'm kind of excited for this, but the Research Bureau, I think, will be used by very few. And, it kind of, we'll see what ends up happening with this. It will become, though, update. We'll introduce it, though. So it definitely will be there. I like that they got away from the combat buffs. I just feel like most people really won't use the Research Bureau. However, if you do, or kind of like me, out of things to do, well, up until I have clan battles, rank battles, and rank sprint to do, as well as the directives, so I have too much to do, it's going to be tough to kind of find time to kind of grind through this. So we'll see what ends up happening with this. Again, once this ends up happening in 8.7, I'll probably do an entire video on this, going over everything and kind of in-game and whatnot, so look forward to that video. Also, Italian cruisers, a lot of them, the SAP shells are going in. This will be kind of fun. It's a new type of gameplay. These are very work in progress, so I know those shells are getting tweaked and whatnot. So 8.7 is going to be a pretty big patch. Lots going on, and lots of changes coming to the game, which I think is good. I will put a link down below to this dev blog post that does have a lot of the more in-depth of what's going on with the AA. Again, I'm not going to dive into it too much because this is going to end up being like a 30-minute video. So the info is there. AA is going to kind of like the overlapping of AA is getting changed. However, I feel like we'll see some changes elsewhere. On one side, you buff AA too much, you got to buff CVs or nerf AA, you got to, all that kind of stuff. So this will be pretty fluid for a while. And also the Research Bureau, they talk about a little bit more of how many, like what ships are worth the actual points and whatnot, how many times you can research stuff. So I will not dive into this again. I'll probably do an entire video on this in the upcoming weeks, so look forward to that. But the info will be down. I'll put a link down below to all this so you can keep up to that. But they went a little bit more in depth here. There are a couple new game modes being tested, which I'm always a fan of, and these are going to be more escort missions. I'm always a fan of wargaming testing new game modes. Now this is going to be escorting a bot ship. Now once the bot ship is killed, this kind of reminds me almost of World of Warplanes. If you've ever played that, yes, I know, the meme game. Certain things, like if you have to escort some bombers on a couple of the maps, and if you do that, then they can kind of take over another cap. This kind of seems like you're escorting those bots, and if they die, they respawn, and you kind of have to do that. It'll be kind of interesting. Also, your ships will respawn, but like I think the attackers respawn at a slower rate than the defenders. So we've seen this a little bit with the respawn mechanic back in the space battles, which was quite popular for people. But a new game mode. I'm excited for this, and I'm hoping we can test it, maybe see it. Maybe this will be part of an event, which I assume maybe part of a directive or something like that. That's normally how they test this kind of stuff, so this would be kind of cool. But yes, teams are composed of 6, 7, or 12. Seeing a new 12-player game mode, I'm not quite sure. If it's 12 players, most likely it will just be like PvE, I'm assuming, because 12v12 on Escort, I don't know. We'll see what ends up happening there. You know what the kind of the pattern wargaming's done with new game modes, aka Arms Race. Tested it, put it into a ranked battle, then we've never seen it again. So, but lots of I'm all for them testing new game modes, because I feel like this game is in a real need of new and different game modes. So this might be kind of cool, a more PvE/PvP setup here. We'll see how this develops over time, but could be promising. A couple of ships for the super testers and CCs. A couple things have been changed. One, the Siegfried still having an identity crisis. The German work in progress battle cruiser for tier 9 getting German-esque secondaries. So kind of interesting. Still a cruiser though, so secondary spec cruisers, we'll see how that works. Haven't played the new version yet, so look forward to a video there. Also, Colbert is starting to get picked on a little bit. Went through 2 updates, or 2 buffs, 2 versions of buffs, and now finally getting nerfs. Chance of HE shell causing a fire is lowered from 9 to 7, which is good. Main battery reload increased from 3 to 3.5, which is good. Main battery firing range lowered from 15.5 to 13.8. I mean, that sounds good, but you'll just take AFT and the range mod, which I think is fine. But HE has been increased, AP has been increased, so we'll see. Haven't played the newest version of this, so also look forward to a video on that. But finally, Colbert may be getting brought down to reality a little bit. Also, the upcoming inertia fuse change could affect this as well. Still not the biggest fan of this ship. Also, the Smolensk, the Haida. I don't like the spammy ships. I don't think they're really needed, but at least it's getting nerfed finally, because we saw buff after buff on that ship, and it kind of blew my mind. Also, a couple other ships here getting changed is the French destroyers, main guns. Have been changed and normalizing there, as well as the Colbert getting a little bit of AA, updated the AA things, and then the Slava, which we haven't seen in a while, the tier 10 Russian ship, main battery reload increased from 30 to 32. We'll see. We haven't seen that ship in a while, so we'll see what happens. Another ship I'm not the biggest fan of. But overall, lots of changes here. I know we touched on a few things, but the main thing is I want to see your guys' feedback on a couple of these game modes. Do you like the clan battle 6v6? What do you guys think about this? Do you think there should be a separate version of clan battles, which is maybe the smaller version, maybe 5v5, 6v6 as a quote-unquote clan battle sprint, and leave the normal clan battles? Do you like this less serious, kind of goofy version of it, where it's less serious, you can kind of go out there, get less people together, and have more fun? Or do you like the bigger version, the 7v7, more, I guess, competitive, if you will? Or do you just not play them at all? Also, what do you think about the clan battle, the ranked battle, the ranked sprint, the super overlay or overlap of all of these? We have 3 game modes, as well as the directive going on at one time. Is it too much? Do you like having options? I mean, that's, and on top of that, it's summertime. So is it too much? Again, my fear is wargaming going into this and not having anything to follow all of this up. Yeah, we gave you guys lots of options, but now we're kind of out of things to do. So how about another ranked battle season, after that? I think that's all they have to do after that. So maybe we'll get some new game modes after this. Who knows? Interested to see how this. But I'm interested in your guys' feedback. So leave a few comments down below. And then again, I'm always willing to forward feedback onto the devs, because this is something that I feel like looks good maybe on paper, giving everyone options, but in reality, it's one of those things. Spreadsheets show one thing, reality is another. I feel like it's just too much, even for me as someone who has lots of time to play. I feel like there's too many things going on. But again, we will be doing all of the ranked battle play on my Twitch, twitch.tv/Mijesh. Come check us out. We're probably going to rank out on 2 accounts, if not 3, depending on how much time we have. And then, of course, rank sprint, I think we rank out on like 4 accounts. So we always have fun with this. But man, I'm going to be running out of time to get this done. So we'll do what we can. But anyways, guys, that's it for me. A nice keeping you up to date. Touch on a few things that we've touched on before, but lots of new changes going on as well. So interested in your guys' feedback. And again, hope you guys have an awesome day. Good luck getting your directives done. If you can get the Sirocco, that's awesome. And getting ready for ranked battles. Good luck out there getting your stars and getting that steel and all the good stuff. That's it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.